My mom calls me every morning at 7 a.m. Not to talk about anything important, just to check in. She's done it since I moved out at 22. I'm 31 now. 9 years of 7 a.m. calls. I used to find it annoying. Now if it doesn't come, I feel off the whole day. Yesterday, it came at 6:58 a.m. like always. I picked up, still half asleep. She asked how I slept. I said fine. She told me about her garden, something about the tomatoes not coming in right this year. I made coffee while she talked. Normal. Completely normal. Before she hung up, she said, "Oh, I almost forgot. Your sister called me last night worried about you. She said she knocked on your door yesterday and a woman answered." I put my coffee down. I live alone. "What did she look like?" I said. My mom paused. She said she looked like you. A small laugh. Same height, same hair. She said she almost thought it was you, except what, Mom? A longer pause this time. She said she smiled wrong. I walked to my front door. The chain lock was on, from the inside, the way I always leave it, the way it can only be locked from inside. My son started talking in his sleep when he was sick. Nothing unusual. The doctor said it was developmental, totally normal. Most kids grow out of it. He'd say random things, nonsense mostly. Colors, numbers, words that didn't connect to anything. We'd hear it through the baby monitor we still kept in his room, and we'd smile about it at breakfast the next morning. Still does it occasionally. 3 weeks ago, I couldn't sleep. 2 a.m. just lying there staring at the ceiling. The monitor was quiet. The house was quiet. Then my son's voice through the monitor, soft and slow the way it gets when he's under. I know I won't. I sat up. It sounded like one side of a conversation. I know. I won't tell them. I got up and went to his room. He was asleep, completely under, the deep kind, the kind where you could carry him to another room and he wouldn't stir. I stood there watching him for a moment, then went back to bed. In the morning, I checked the monitor. It records automatically, has done since we bought it. I went back to that night, found the timestamp. I put my headphones in and listened. My son's voice first. I know I won't. Then a pause. Then another voice. Low, slow, coming from inside his room, answering him. I have listened to that recording 40 times. I still can't make out the words, but I can hear it breathing. My dog has slept at the foot of my bed for 7 years, every single night. He jumps up after I turn the light off, circles twice, drops down on my feet. I don't even feel it anymore. It's just part of sleeping, part of what safe feels like. Last Tuesday, I woke up at 3 a.m. He was at the foot of the bed, like always. I could feel his weight on my feet, that familiar warmth, that small shifting of a sleeping dog getting comfortable. I lay there half awake, feeling completely settled. Then I heard him, barking. Downstairs. I sat up. The weight was still on my feet. The barking was still coming from downstairs. I turned on the light and looked at the foot of the bed. The blanket was pushed down the way it gets when he's been lying there. Still warm, still the exact shape of him, but empty. I have not figured out what was on my feet. I have not figured out what it was waiting for me to do. I have not slept with the light off since. My dad visited me every Sunday for the last 3 years. Same routine every time. He'd show up at noon, I'd make lunch, we'd watch whatever game was on, he'd leave by 5. We weren't a family that said much, but we didn't need to. Just being in the same room was enough. I think for both of us. He passed 8 months ago. Heart, sudden. The kind where there's no time to say anything you should have said. The Sundays are the hardest part. That specific silence at noon. The game on TV with nobody to watch it with me. I leave the door unlocked, still out of habit sometimes. I don't realize I've done it until I go to lock up at night. 2 months ago, my neighbor knocked on my door. Older woman, lives 2 doors down, always polite, but we'd never really spoken. She had a strange look on her face. Not unkind. Just uncertain, like she was deciding whether to say something. She said she didn't want to intrude, but she'd noticed something and felt like she should mention it. She said every Sunday for the past 2 months she'd seen a man letting himself into my apartment. around noon. She said she recognized him from before, said she'd seen him coming and going for years, so she never thought to mention it until now. She said she hadn't seen him leave. Not once. Not any Sunday. I stood in my doorway and I didn't say anything for a long moment. Then I asked her what he looked like. She described my father, down to the jacket he always wore. I looked back into my apartment. At the couch, the 2 cushions worn down the way they always were, the remote on his side, the game on TV. I have not locked my door on Sundays since. I don't know if that's foolish, but I leave lunch on the table every week, and every Monday morning, the plate is empty.